This is Epic Book Recaps, a podcast that offers complimentary audio summaries of influential nonfiction books, making learning a smarter experience. The 50th Law by 50 Cent, Robert Greene. Could fear be prohibiting us from truly living our lives to the fullest? Our ancestors relied on fear as a survival mechanism, which triggered an adrenaline rush that enhanced their speed and cognitive abilities when faced with threats. Consequently, the human race managed to survive and thrive, a feat that can be largely attributed to the presence of fear. In contemporary times, however, this once life-saving fight-or-flight response has mutated into a pervasive state of anxiety. Fear has taken up residence in our minds, manifesting itself through constant worries about the future, past regrets, and the relentless barrage of anxiety-inducing messages from the mass media. In essence, it can often feel as though we are living in perpetual fear of life itself. Fear, rather than acting as a life-preserving emotion, has morphed into a debilitating mindset that poses a significant hindrance to our overall well-being. Existing in a chronic state of fear is both emotionally exhausting and mentally taxing, a fact that is reflected by the rising prevalence of psychological disorders in modern society. Additionally, this omnipresent fear severely restricts our potential. By surrendering to our worries and indulging in overthinking, we become more prone to abandon our dreams prematurely. Famous rapper 50 Cent, who originated from the rough neighborhood of Southside Queens, understood the importance of fearlessness in shaping one's path to success. This mindset was instrumental in his musical career and formed the basis of his 10 guiding principles that we will delve into shortly. Let's embark on a journey to uncover these principles and maximize our potential to live life to its fullest extent. Firstly, place your trust in your intellectual and perceptual faculties. Principle 1. Refine your perceptual abilities. In today's world, reality is often perceived as a harsh, unyielding entity that we wish to escape from. We attempt to cope by losing ourselves in various distractions such as media, food, self-deception, and indulging in fantasies. Yet, it is crucial to confront reality in order to attain power and control over our lives. We must strive to perceive the world as it truly is and pursue the truth, no matter how distasteful it may appear. Our survival and success depend on our ability to be objective. Our chances of overcoming adversity increase when we can accurately identify and name the obstacles that stand in our way. Fearing reality only serves to soften our minds, which in turn renders us vulnerable to external threats. For instance, if you encounter manipulative behavior in the workplace, you have two options. You can rationalize it as a manifestation of your colleague's strong character, or you can call a spade and identify it as manipulation. While the latter may bruise your ego, it provides you with an opportunity to make rational decisions. Awareness is the first step towards formulating a strategy to counter your colleague's manipulative tactics, and it empowers you to assert and protect your interests in future encounters. Hence, it is imperative to cultivate the ability to view things from an unbiased perspective, which ultimately enhances your strategic thinking and decision-making abilities. Principle 2. Strive for self-reliance. As infants, dependence on others for protection and sustenance is a necessity. However, as adults, it is vital to gradually transition from dependence to self-reliance. For adults, seeking external sources of security often leads to harmful dependencies. This could result in settling for a detestable job or remaining in a harmful relationship out of fear of solitude. But to construct a successful and fulfilling life, one must realize that true security is derived from within. This is not an endorsement of isolation, but rather a call for a healthier mindset where one does not rely on others for assurance, acceptance, or happiness. Through this understanding, a proactive attitude towards life can be cultivated. When forging bonds with others, aim for a relationship based on mutual support and complete love, instead of expecting them to fulfill the role of rescuer or caregiver. Admittedly, the thought of solely relying on oneself can be daunting initially. However, it is the only avenue for developing a robust personality and relishing life without the fear of abandonment or feelings of helplessness. Principle 3. Embrace life's chaos. No one's journey is free from hurdles. However, the difference between those who succeed and those who succumb to defeat lies in their level of courage. Life's circumstances are primarily neutral. They take on a negative or positive connotation based on how we choose to perceive them through the lens of fear. By confronting challenges with a brave heart, we can extract maximum benefits from them. Assess your current circumstances, abilities, and potential without the burden of anxiety, and consider how you can convert your obstacles into opportunities. By adopting this mindset, you cultivate a sense of opportunism. For instance, rather than feeling self-conscious about your lack of formal education, you could present it as an indication of your exceptional creativity and open-mindedness. The choice is yours. You can either let your shortcomings intimidate you, or you could capitalize on them. Principle 4. Welcome change. Most individuals are averse to instability. However, the unpredictability of life often brings forth pleasant surprises, and these are usually reserved for those who are adaptable. While it's beneficial to establish control over our circumstances and impose a semblance of order, an unwavering commitment to a rigid system is fraught with danger. Life is characterized by its dynamic nature, and the strategies that seemed effective 6 months ago might be obsolete today. It is essential to continuously reinvent oneself and one's approaches to keep up with life's rapid pace and maintain a trajectory of success. Flexibility is the only guaranteed method of navigating life's tumultuous waters. By accepting the natural order of life and acknowledging that not everything is within our control, we align ourselves with the rhythm of life and open ourselves to the abundance of opportunities it has to offer. Principle 5. Exploit your anger. In today's society, politeness is highly valued and confrontations are generally avoided. While it is important to consider others' feelings, there are instances where calculated aggression is warranted. Life is inherently conflict-ridden, and survival in this battlefield requires strategic thinking and decisive action. Here are some strategies to employ in confrontational situations. The lion approach. This involves asserting one's dominance and intimidating or eliminating the opposition. If you're the subject of malicious gossip, confront the perpetrator directly to deter them from repeating their actions. The fox approach. This requires a more subtle, patient approach. If you're humiliated in public, it might not be productive to respond immediately. Instead, devise a plan to discreetly undermine their reputation. Displaying aggression does not make you a malevolent person. Rather, it empowers you to take control of your circumstances instead of passively waiting for them to improve. Furthermore, you'll find that people generally respect a strong, assertive character more than passive docility. Principle 6. Earn respect through grit and determination. You've probably heard the adage, "fake it till you make it," in the corporate world or in movies about successful entrepreneurs. As enticing as this idea may be, it's not a sustainable strategy in the long run. Pretending might open some doors for you initially, but maintaining your position requires competency and professionalism. There are no shortcuts to genuine, lasting power. Principle 7. Step out of your comfort zone. Our ancestors formed tribes for protection 3,000 years ago. They united under shared traditions and beliefs and were suspicious of the unfamiliar. Despite the fact that our world is infinitely safer today, this primal fear of the unknown still influences our behavior. This is why we tend to stick with familiar social circles and are uncomfortable around individuals who differ from us in terms of values or lifestyles. However, there is immense power to be harnessed from curiosity and openness to new experiences. By seeking out and interacting with individuals who hold divergent views and hail from different backgrounds, we expand our horizons, gain valuable knowledge, and stimulate personal growth. Principle 8. Strive for mastery. The initial stages of any endeavor are often marked by excitement and novelty. However, this is soon replaced by a monotonous routine that many individuals find off-putting. The desire for immediate results often scares them away from the repetitive grind that is integral to success. But the path to excellence and success is paved with consistent effort and discipline. Principle 9. Resist self-imposed limitations. Your circumstances in life are largely determined by your identity. While your background undoubtedly plays a significant role in shaping your identity, the final decision rests in your hands. Principle 10. Alter your perception of death. Since the dawn of humanity, the concept of death has been a source of fear for us. Its uncertainty is unsettling, and we devise various distractions and religious beliefs to help us cope with it. However, confronting this fear can be an immensely rewarding experience. Accepting your mortality is a prerequisite for living a fulfilling life. Recognizing that our time on Earth is limited helps us appreciate the ephemeral nature of life, which in turn makes life more precious. The realization that life is fleeting might be intimidating, but it brings with it a sense of urgency and clarity. This makes it easier to determine what truly matters and is worthy of your time and effort. In this context, many things appear trivial and inconsequential. The relentless pursuit of material possessions and obsessing over other people's opinions, for instance. Thus, the most overwhelming fear can be transformed into a source of positivity. It fosters determination, clarity, and gratitude. While it's natural to harbor fears, allowing them to dominate our psyche traps our potential within a cage of worries and anxieties. However, it's the responsibility of every mature individual to identify and combat their fears. This process might require significant effort and unwavering self-belief, but once you manage to conquer one fear, it becomes easier to tackle the others. This sets into motion a cycle of fearlessness that paves the way for success and profound fulfillment. Do this. Revisit your goals and pinpoint the fears that are preventing you from achieving them. Formulate a strategy to confront these fears one by one. Identify your weaknesses and contemplate how you can convert them into strengths. Venture out of your comfort zone and interact with at least 3 people from different social circles this month.